The corporation should be paying him rent. You might say, what's the big deal? He owns the corporation, money's coming to him, it's just moving money from one place to the other. But this is where I'm getting someone who really understands how taxes work and how to suggest movement because he owns the property, but it does not receive any rent. He cannot write off his expenses on his taxes. See, it's an investment property. He doesn't live in it. One of his businesses is in it. And as an investment property, things like property taxes, depreciation, maintenance, a bunch of expenses that you would normally write off on an investment property or a rental property that you own, he could write off. But because it is not occupied by a tenant, a paying tenant, a certain number of days per year, nor does he advertise it because he's trying to find a tenant and he just can't find one. That's not the case. He's got a tenant, one of his corporations not paying rent, then he doesn't get he's not able to write off legitimate expenses, depreciation every year. It's just sitting there on the books. Every year it rolls over. We couldn't claim this because he didn't collect rent. He's not an active business. He's not
Yeah,
in the
so
business of managing rental real estate. So there's all these things on the books that would normally be he'd able to claim, but because he's not collecting rent, he's not able to claim them. So he's losing tax deductions there, and he's paying money to the government because the other business is too profitable. One of the reasons it's too profitable is not paying rent. So he could charge $2,000, $3,000 a month, pay it to himself. That's less money that the business has to pay. And this business is paying now money to the IRS every year and to the state because it's making so much money, it's above that minimum threshold. So he's paying money to the IRS, he's paying money to the state in taxes, and that money is going away. And if he just so understanding it's a pretty complicated thing, and it's an easy mistake that a lot of sophisticated, very smart, very good business people could make when you have lots of properties, lots of businesses, lots of things going on.